I would now request our guest of honor, Advocate Nirmala Saman Prabhavalkar, to please come on the stage. Mr. Manoj Gursahani, to please come on the stage. Dr. Hina Shah, Archana Patki Madam, the Principal in charge. So Dr. Hina Shah, you can also come on the stage, please. Mr. Srinivas Savant also to take a seat, and Mr. Pandol to come on the stage. Okay, so I welcome each one of you for coming here today, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here. And you all are associated with graceful living in some way or the other, and each one of you has supported graceful living and helped us to get closer to our vision of making aging a positive and a productive and a meaningful experience. Okay, so to give more information about graceful living, why it started, and the services that graceful living provides, I would request our advisor. So I think we'll start with the national anthem first.
Hello.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाये तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय.
Thank you very much. And as I was saying, you know that it is the 4th anniversary of graceful living. And in order to know more about graceful living, the services that it provides, and why it started, I would request, we have the principal in charge of MMP Shah College, Archana Patki ji. So please kindly take the floor. So I would request Naval Pandol sir, who is the advisor for Tulsi Trust as well as Graceful Living, to talk more about Graceful Living, the services that it provides, and its inception.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me there?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Amrita, a very warm welcome to all of you. This is our 4th anniversary program, and I'm very happy to see that so many people of you have come here. I will also take this opportunity to thank our partners and associates who have found the time to share in our celebrations and have spared the time. I would like to, in particular, thank Madam Advocate Nirmala Saban-Pawarkar, ex-Mayor of Mumbai, who is the President of the State Women's Council, and Mr. Guillermo Devoto, Consul General of Argentina. Also, thank you for coming and officially congratulating you for your victory in the FIFA World Cup. Thanks to Mrs. Archana Pakti also, very kind of her to come. Yes, she is the principal of MMP Shah College, and we have all our other partners also over here, whether they are from Echoing Healthy Aging, Amrita Pimple Patil, or Pratap from the Ionic Physio. Graceful Living has now been in its 4th year of existence, and we are very happy to say that through all our partners, the main thing that we wished to achieve was the care and, shall we say, good well-being of all our elder citizens. And I'm happy to say that all of that has been achieved, and I hope that we can continue to go higher also as we go along. Graceful Living was started by Tulsi Trust, and Tulsi Trust was started in 1975 by the Chandrai family. The present Chief Trustee, Mr. Jagdish Chandrai, had a vision of opening up a elder care center, and this is the first step towards doing that. And I hope that with continuous engagement and setting up that we have done so far, that we will be able to go further. आप लोगों ने अपना पेंडेमिक के टाइम में हमारे सभी ऑनलाइन प्रोग्राम अटेंड किए थे, हमारे जूम ट्रेनिंग का भी एडवांटेज दिया था, और आपने सब कुछ इधर सीखा था, उसके लिए मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ. It is only with the help and participation of all our partners that Graceful Living has been able to achieve so much in the field of elder care. We are confident that in the future, with the help of our partners, that we will be able to reach out to many more senior adults, irrespective, I repeat, irrespective of their financial conditions, such that their lives are made more fruitful and meaningful. आप सब लोगों ने हमारी इस प्रयास में आज तक जो साथ दिया है, उसके लिए आज आप सबको बहुत बहुत आभारी. Thank you very much and enjoy the program. धन्यवाद.
Thank you very much, Pandol sir, for all your support and encouragement. Now, in order to understand why this program was organized and the basic rationale behind this program today, I would call upon Mr. Srinivas Sawant, who is the General Manager of Tulsi Trust and who also guides us in our Graceful Living activities. So I would call him to talk about the purpose of the program today.
Thank you, Amrita. Thank you, everyone on the dais and the people present today. Actually, we are happy to have celebrate our 4th anniversary because last 2 years because of pandemic, we could not meet each other. So everybody was meeting online, and our team was very successful in getting people online. Rather, we have got very good volunteers who trained our elders to get people online, because most of them were afraid to go online. But because of the effort, we could get more and more people online. And last 2 years we were doing it. Then we realized everybody got fed up with this online thing. And we wanted to see those faces of success. We want to meet all the people who have been associated with Graceful Living for the last 4 years. We could have a successful annual day on the first year at Jaslo Hospital. And after that, we did not got the chance. So we thought like this time we really make an attempt to bring everybody here and meet them. Especially our partners, our people, our team, then guests, and also the participants, all the elders. we thought that this is a kind of get together for everybody to share more and also announce that next year we are entering the fifth year and we will have big dhamaka also. Many people will be expanding our activities and we will be definitely getting from our team the news. And you always, most of you may be getting our newsletter where we talk about what exactly happening every month. So the idea of having this program today is to know each other, hear each other, understand each other, and celebrate our fourth year. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for coming here. And I hope you definitely enjoy the program today. Thank you very much.
Now I would like Mr. Manoj Gursahani, who is a healthcare evangelist and who has supported Graceful Living right from the beginning, to felicitate our chief guest, Mr. Guillermo Devoto, with a bouquet of flowers. Yeah, and I would also request Mr. Gursahani to introduce our chief guest for us, please.
Thank you, Amrita, and thank you everybody at Graceful Living. Before I introduce Guillermo, I would like to share my association with Graceful Living. It was pre-pandemic when we started work, and then we realized, and at that time that the senior citizens were not being able to come out. And then actually we got together India's finest filmmaker Rajkumar Hirani to be part of the project. His wife Manjeet Hirani, who's also a pilot with Air India, took an active role, and her brother Mahinder Singh used to stay in Pune, was very active with us. Unfortunately, we lost him last year through a sudden death. He had a cardiac arrest, but his spirit also is always with us. So these were supporting, and then we all got together, including Naval, Prakash Bichindani, Srinivas, Amruta, all the entire team, Praveen Damle, and everybody of us got together to start this webinar program, which continues till today, as you know. Every month we have a last week of the month, have the webinar which talks about various subjects. It could be caregivers, it could be palliative care, which we are coming up now, and we have great panelists from across the board, so that the caregivers, so that the palliative care, so that the senior citizens and their caregivers get an opportunity. And this is a unique thing started by Graceful Living, and which continues to do so. And I think they do a lot of other things, but in the fitness of time, and rather, I just wanted to thank you, Naval, and all others for the association. I love every minute of it and gives me an opportunity to contribute back to society. And with this, it's my pleasure, utmost pleasure to introduce my friend, Consul General of Argentina, Guillermo Devoto. He's been a friend over the last 3 years since he's here. And more important, he's a wonderful human being. I just called him recently and I said, this is such a lovely program happening. Will you be participating? He immediately agreed. Though he has a commitment back to back, he's got a busy schedule. He said, I'll come for 1 hour and probably leave within an hour's time. So thank you for that. More getting into his thing, so 2 things. I'll do a reverse. He's an animal lover, has a dog whom he loves, and he's a vegetarian. Okay, so it's a thing. So, and more important, before being in the foreign service, he was been in the legal profession, both in Argentina and France, and then he got into foreign service, and that's how you're with us. And is very well respected in the diplomatic community. And with that, and thank you very much, Guillermo, for being present and being a chief guest for this event. Thank you. Can I request you to kindly say a few words?
First of all, good evening. Many complaints. I am here here only because Argentina won the cup. Only nothing can be celebrated. I didn't do anything. Second, I have nothing to do with France. I study in Canada. We love the French. And third, I was live at my friend Manoj because we said it's a senior citizen event. I don't see any senior here according to the new parameters. And Dr. Nagana is going to agree with me. No seniors here. So, and I'm happy because I'm getting close. So, I'm very honored to be invited to share this moment with you. Very important work you are doing with your organization. So I only have to thank you and share a few more time, a few more minutes, and enjoy the evening with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Devoto. And we are really honored to have you as the chief guest for this program today. And now I would like to ask Mr. Pandol to felicitate our guest of honor for the day, Advocate Nirmala Samant Prabhavankar. And I would request Mr. Srinivas Savan to introduce her, please. I'm sure most of you know about her, but she's always very humble. Yeah. Please.
Some people doesn't need introduction actually. Madam Nirmala Savan Prabhakar, Advocate Nirmala Savan Prabhakar, itself is an introduction. She was a mayor of Mumbai in 1994-95. That was the first thing, and it's the first women mayor. So she's advocate by profession, so she knows the rights of the people, rights of the women, rights of the elders. So she talks about rights. That's why, and she is a professor of law in Siddharth College those days, treasurer of Siddhivinayak Trust Temple. Then she was elected as a municipal council for almost 5 years, and that time only she was a mayor. Elected chairperson of Education Committee of Municipal Corporation. Then she has contested also the MPs and MLA elections. It's a big biography. I know that she don't want that I need to read everything. But definitely the important thing which I need to mention here, she is a chairperson of Maharashtra State Commission for Women, a government of Maharashtra. So she has all the hats here, and also she's been kind of advocating for the elders project, and she's been with us Graceful Living for last 4 years. So we are honored, madam, to be you be a chief guest for our program today, and thank you very much for coming.
We're indeed very honored to have Mr. Guillermo as the chief guest and Advocate Prabhakar as the guest of honor. Now I would like Mr. Pandol to felicitate our principal in charge, Archana Patki madam, who has been extremely supportive of Graceful Living. We are I would request Patki madam to please say a few words.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm so used to seeing this auditorium with full of students, and it's really a pleasure to see senior citizens occupying these seats. I want to tell them, I'm a psychologist, so I would like to tell them that this is one opportunity for you to have, as it is the world expects that the child in you is going to be alive, more alive than the rest of us. Enjoy this period also. It is a good period because looking back, you have the experiences and you can look forward to spending fruitful time and enriching time, which I know Graceful Living has been doing for you. I have a lot of pride in the work which Graceful Living does, and we are honored to be partners with you in the course that we do on elderly companionship. We promise you to go further steps and to do whatever we can in our capacity to help and support the good work that you do. Thank you so much.
Okay, I would now request Pandol sir to felicitate Dr. Hina Shah, who is an assistant professor of MMP Shah College and who has also been extremely helpful of Graceful Living.
It is for my department I'm taking from the
Thank you. I would now request Advocate Prabhavankar, our guest of honor, to say a few words to our seniors.
The Consul General of, which country? Argentina. So we are really fortunate that in such a historic background, we could congratulate Argentina when we are giving a feeling of all Indians and especially of this audience. So that it will reach to the team Messi and Argentina and the champions of football. Thank you very much. And Manoj ji is to be given credit for that because of Mr. Manoj ji, Gursahani ji, he is here with us, so we are very fortunate. Madam Patki ji, Madam Hina, Professor Hina Shah, Mr. Pandol, I had seen him online, but I'm very happy that I can see him online, offline, and we'll be able to hold many more programs like this. Dr. Prem, who is sitting in front of me from Jaslo, Professor Bhavna, Premchandji, Asha ma'am, and lots of our senior citizen groups are saying, I'm taking your name, otherwise, बाद में मेरी धुलाई हो जाएगी. So I think I know each one of you, and we have been हमेशा offline, online बातें करते हैं. PESCOM, Amruta, I cannot forget because of Amruta and Lavekar, I am here, and Mr. Srinivas Savanji. I think Hina ma'am, and the audience, as well as Amruta told me that ma'am 5 minutes. So I think 2 minutes have gone because the Consul General has to go for, he is in great demand because he has to go everywhere for the program. Still he is there. Anyway, she told me that I should motivate the senior citizens and all that. I first of all congratulate for the 4th year of Graceful Living, which has been given support by Tulsi Trust in collaboration. So congratulations to your 4th anniversary of Graceful Living. This is actually the celebration. So therefore, let's not have anything about the problems of senior citizens. The problems are everywhere, not for senior citizens, for all of us we have problems. A lot of crowd is in Maharashtrian is there. So I would like to quote Mr. Vapu Kare, a very famous writer, Mr. Vapu Kare. He said in Marathi, 4 भिंतीत आयुष्य घालवलं म्हणजे वास्तूच्या क्षेत्रफळा इतकंच राहतं. When you spend your entire life in your 4 corners, that means your life is only the square feet of that house. And senior citizens are the one who always prefer to go out of the house and mingle in the society, and that is how senior citizen groups are. So I really thank and congratulate all the senior citizen groups that they take out all the people who are staying in four corners of the wall. If you go straight out of the house, you come to know what the world is, what the problems of the people, how other senior citizens are facing the problems, how other senior citizens are living the life with graceful way of life. Everybody has problems in life, but the person who doesn't capitalize the problems and faces and overcomes it, I think that person is very, very important. He or she understood what a life is. So there are lots of quotes I could have said anything, but today I think that the time is to give heartiest congratulations to Graceful Living. Government of India has already come out with a figure that in another, I think by 2050, we will be 20%. Our demography of senior citizens is rising so rapidly because of good lifestyle, because of good medicines, a revolution in a technology, and so on, that the life is gracefully prolonging, I can say. But the prolonged life has to be supported by graceful and happy living also. And that's why Government of India has also come out with the policy of silver economy. We have to protect the rights of senior citizens. We have to give them security, celebration, medical health, and so on and so on. So like that, we keep on discussing all such problems. But today is time for celebration. So I think that becoming senior citizen itself is a celebration. So all these people who are senior citizens, including me, they are already in celebration mode. They don't know the younger generation which is following us. I always tell them that this generation, the generation before this generation is the most fortunate one. And they know how to control anger. They know how to live the life. They know how to respect. They know how to respect the senior citizens and all that. And it's our duty to inculcate these values in our future generations. हमको हमारे फ्यूचर जनरेशन को भी ये वैल्यूज देने हैं, अदरवाइज कहीं ना कहीं हमारे में कमी होगी. And these are the senior citizens like a sweet fruit. So I think that with this word, I once again congratulate Graceful Living, and whatever support is required from me, I'm always there with your organization. Thank you.
I would now request Mr. Pandol to felicitate Manoj Gursahani ji for getting Mr. Guillermo here. So a special thanks to you, sir. I was telling Mr. Pandol, sir, that this has now become like an international annual day, considering that Mr. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gursahani. Thank you. Now I would request Mrs. Asha Gurnani Bora, who is the advisor communications of Tulsi Trust and who is instrumental in bringing out the newsletter that Graceful Living comes out with. I would request her to recite a poem regarding seniors and also explain it a little bit to us.
Hello everyone. This is a poem written by one Patricia Fleming, and she's in her mid-70s. She's in her mid-70s, and she talks about life, and it's a beautiful poem which says, "I still matter. मैं अभी भी मायने रखती हूँ." Even at 75 plus. So it's in English, but I'll in between say something. I am still here, she says. I am still here. My looks are nothing special. My face reveals my age. My body shows some wear and tear, and my energy is not the same. Too often my memory fails me, and I lose things all the time. Like most adults, I mean, most seniors, bhul jate hain in between. So she's talking about that. One minute I know what I plan to do, and the next it may just slip my mind. I try hard to avoid my mirror. There are things I would rather not see. And even those times when I just catch a glimpse, I can no longer recognize me. The things I used to do with ease can now cause aches and pains. And the quality of the things I do will never be quite the same. I always compare my older self, which means when she was younger, to those younger versions of me, and I know I'm wasting too much time missing who I used to be. But the thing that really makes me sad is despite what people see, underneath my tattered, worn out shell, I'm still the same old me. My heart still feels endless love, and at times it can still hurt. My heart can fill with so much joy, and then it can suddenly break. My soul can still feel sympathy and longs for forgiveness and peace. And there are times its light shines coldly through, and times when it longs for release. It's true, maybe now I'm older. Feeling lonely is my status quo, which is my regular life, but it also has made me more willing to forgive and let past conflicts go. So maybe to some, I look old and ugly, a person who barely exists. Usually, old people are just passed by, no? I'm still quite aware of the beauty inside, and my value should not be dismissed. So, although not as strong and no beauty, it's true, I'm still here and want so much to live. And I know there's no one in this world quite like me, and no one who has more to give. Thank you.
Okay, so now we'll come to another major part of the program, which is felicitating our partners. As you have heard that Graceful Living has been working with its partners in order to reach out to older adults and provide various need-based services to them. So we would like to thank them and felicitate them for contributing to Graceful Living and helping us to reaching out to more and more older adults. So, first I would like to call upon Ms. Amrita Pimple Patil of Echoing Healthy Aging. Echoing Healthy Aging provides home-based cognitive stimulation therapies for seniors, counseling, dementia care training for family carers and professionals, and they're also consultants to geriatric care facilities. With Graceful Living, they provide companionship, they provide cognitive stimulation therapy for individuals with dementia and also for so-called normal older adults. And they also do group sessions with cognitive stimulation therapy, group sessions with older adults. So I would request Mr. Guillermo Devoto to felicitate Ms. Amrita Pimple Patil of EHA. Thank you very much, Amrita. And 1 minute, Amrita, please don't leave. It's Amrita's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amrita. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you for all that you're doing for Graceful Living. Thank you. Okay, so next is Mr. Gursahani. So, however much we say, it is less for whatever he has done for Graceful Living. No, sir, we are not going to stop with that. So we know that Mr. Gursahani is a healthcare evangelist and is a managing trustee of India Relief Foundation. He has moderated 26 webinars for us for Graceful Living, which started during the pandemic. He has also contributed immensely with the fashion show which we did for older adults on 4th of June, and quite a few participants are here. He has been extremely helpful and supportive of Graceful Living, and we would like to thank him and express our gratitude. So I would ask Mr. Guillermo to again felicitate his friend, Mr. Manoj. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Next is Mrs. Mansi Golwalkar. Mrs. Golwalkar is a technology mentor. I'm sure most of the people in the audience know her. She has conducted various technology sessions for our senior citizens online and offline free of charge. She is extremely passionate about removing the fear that seniors have about technology. Her sessions have been extremely helpful for seniors, and through her trainings, seniors have become more tech savvy. So I would ask our guest of honor, Nirmala Samant Prabhavalkar ji, to felicitate Mansi Golwalkar. Thank you, madam, for all that you are doing for Graceful Living. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next is Ms. Kalyani Shukla, madam. Ms. Kalyani Shukla is a legal practitioner since the past 37 years. She has helped Graceful Living in conducting awareness sessions on legal aspects and most importantly on how to write a will. She has done many online as well as offline sessions to create more awareness regarding laws for seniors and how they can be actually implemented. She has always told seniors that you can contact me 24/7, which is generally not heard from lawyers at all. So I think she's a lawyer with a difference. Okay, so thank you, madam, for all that you're doing, and I would request our guest of honor, Advocate Prabhavalkar, to felicitate Kalyani Shukla ji. So you can stand here and I think that will be enough. Next is Mr. Sharad Disolkar. Mr. Disolkar is the president of FESCOM, which is the Federation of Associations of Senior Citizens in Maharashtra. Mr. Disolkar has been extremely active in the elder care field and has helped Graceful Living in reaching out to many new senior citizens associations. Mr. Disolkar has shown a lot of interest in all programs of Graceful Living, and he has also helped us in doing youth sensitization programs. I would request both our chief guest and guest of honor to felicitate Mr. Sharad Disolkar. Thank you for all that you are doing for Graceful Living. Thank you. Next, we come to Mr. Madhav Purohit. Mr. Purohit is the Secretary of Arya Chanakya Nagar Senior Citizens Association at Kandivali East. Graceful Living has done numerous sessions with Arya Chanakya Nagar Senior Association, and he has been instrumental in organizing group sessions, cognitive stimulation group sessions, which we conducted this year. He has also moderated one of our webinars, and he has done a very extremely informative session on laws for seniors in MLP Shuffle. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Next is Madam Patki. Again, we would like to, Madam, felicitate you for all your support, for all that you're doing for Graceful Living. And as I said, she has been extremely supportive. And she has also helped us in getting this hall for our annual day celebration. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Next is Dr. Hina Shah. Again, Ms. Dr. Hina Shah has helped Graceful Living in conducting 2 successful courses in elder companionship. And she has also helped us a lot in doing value addition workshop procedures, technology sessions procedures, and she was a very big help when we conducted our fashion show. So thank you very much, madam. Thanks a lot for what you are doing. Next is Sahabhav. So I would request the Sahabhav team to come up on the stage. Sahabhav is a premium geriatric care facility for older adults at Andheri, and we have conducted various recreational programs at Sahabhav, and their residents have also participated very enthusiastically in our last annual day program. So they have been extremely helpful and supportive. So thank you, Sahabhav, very much for all your cooperation. Thank you for calling us. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we would like to call upon Ms. Jaspal Kaur Bangagi, who is the principal of Dadar Guru Nanak School. Because of her, we were not only able to do youth sensitization sessions in her school, but she also helped us in reaching out to other Guru Nanak schools all over the city. So she has taken personal interest in conducting these sessions, and she has supported us throughout. We thank her for her contribution, immense contribution. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we would like to felicitate Manav Seva Sangh, Sayan. The trustees of Manav Seva Sangh, Mrs. Malti Shah and Mrs. Neeta Sanghvi. We have conducted various programs at Manav Seva Sangh, and they have cooperated with us, always allowed us to make programs at Manav Seva Sangh, along with Ms. Madhu, who is the manager, and they have been extremely supportive of Graceful Living. So thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much, Mrs. Malti Shah and Mrs. Neeta Sanghvi, for all your support and contribution. I would now like to call Dr. Pratha of Iconic Physio. Dr. Pratha is the co-founder of Iconic Physio at Praj, the rehab sphere, which specializes in physiotherapy, osteopathy and nutrition. Dr. Pratha and her partner, Dr. Rajeshri, have conducted many online as well as offline sessions for Graceful Living on various medical issues related to physiotherapy. So thank you, Dr. Pratha. Thank you, Dr. Pratha. I would now love to call upon Ms. Vedika Kanchan, who is an healthcare expert at Stanford University. She has graciously accepted to be a part of the webinar which we will be having next week. And we are happy that she is personally here. And we want to thank her for all her support to Graceful Living. Thank you, everyone, all the partners that have helped Graceful Living. Now, I would like to call upon Mrs. Vinima Savan.
Thank you, Amrita, and thank you, everybody. Actually, when we thought of feliciting our partners, we thought we are celebrating 4 years of Graceful Living. And from the day first, there are many people in our team who are putting their time for Graceful Living. Because Mr. Pandu and myself, we take care of Tulsi Trust and other programs. but there are people who really put their, every day for making this program successful. So, and when there are two important people are here, so I would like to felicitate my team in front of them. So I start with Asha Gurnani Vora. Asha is actually a communication leader, and she is working out on whatever you get, the a newsletter, annual report, whatever about Graceful Living. Asha develops that, and she's been behind all of you to give the things in time. And we have almost, I think, Asha 25 annual this monthly reports, and out of that, no single report has delayed. Every day, every month, in first day, we get the report. Thank you, Asha. And next person who everybody knows, and everybody, maybe she always calls you Amruta. She's been from the day first of the Graceful started. The interesting story of Graceful when we started the program in 2016, actually it was, we were calling it something else. Golden age and kind of thing. Then we realized no golden age. It's graceful living. Every moment of our life we should live graceful. And then Amruta joined us, and then we started the journey. So I would like our guests to listen to Amruta. Thank you, Amruta. The next person in the line, we cannot talk, elder care, graceful living without health. And health is the most important aspect of the program. And from the day first of the graceful living, Dr. Prem, from the Graceful Hospital, is there. He was instrumental in designing the program and helping us in the program. After Dr. Prem, the next person who joined our team is Mr. Praveen Damle. And he is face of the community. He is calling all of you, disturbing you even in the lockdown time. So I would like our guests to felicitate Mr. Damle. The next person in the team is Akanksha, who just recently joined, but we don't see that he is old many years.
तुमच्या सगळ्यांचं प्रेम आणि तुमच्या सगळ्यांचा आधार आणि सगळ्या टीमचं हे सगळं फळ आहे.
Thank you, Praveen. Akanksha is the youngest member of the team, but we don't feel that she's engaged because she's been engaged from the day first. Then Raj Dalvi, he is again calling everybody and arranging the program, and wherever there are online or offline activities, he is part of it. And we have got one more person actually who takes care of the media. Actually, if you see us, Graceful Living everywhere, in the LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, Facebook or whatever the media, or in the website also. She always put her time, and also the posters which you see are developed by her. Sakshi. And last but not the least, the person who is there from the day first. When I joined, maybe Tulsi first, when Mr. Pandol also joined, he was before that also. Mr. Harish Kuwar, who takes care of the office, administration and everything which we require. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
This part of the program is over. Now we move on to the next part. Now we are going to have a special music program for seniors. So till the musicians are doing all the arrangements, we can take a 10-minute break in case you want to freshen up. So we take a 10-minute break and then come back and we have a special music program which has been arranged by Graceful.